I've been gone all day today dealing with my daughter's, incessant ear infection. By the way, we finally got a definitive answer after seeing many doctors. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had healthcare, debacles before. She's going to be okay. She's feeling a ton better today. We saw a specialist. Anyway, I've been gone all day dealing with this, and then I come back, and there's like this insane drama between the Doge brothers, Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk, and MAGA, or at least MAGA influencers, or maybe conservative, even it even includes Matt Gaetz. It's a complete back and forth on X and other social media platforms. The entire internet's just going absolutely crazy. And we're going to start, let's just jump right into it. We're going to start with what Vivek Ramaswamy posted earlier today. It all stemmed from this post from Vivek on X, and this is exactly what he said. The reason tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over native, quote-unquote, Americans isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit. That is a lazy and wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. Tough questions demand tough answers, and if we're really serious about fixing the problem, we have to confront the truth. Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long, at least since the 90s and likely longer. That doesn't start in college, it starts young. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. A culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World, I have no idea what that is, or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell, I definitely watched that when I was a kid, or Stefan over Steve Urkel in Family Matters, I remember that show, I'm old enough to remember that show, will not produce the best engineers. Fact, he puts in parentheticals, I know multiple sets of immigrant parents in the 90s who actively limited how much their kids could watch those TV shows precisely because they promoted mediocrity and their kids went on to become wildly successful STEM graduates. Okay, there's right off the bat, I'm not happy with this because it's kind of reeking it very much does sound like something like Obama would say or something. It's very academic, elitist, very smug, very condescending. I mean, intelligence is far vaster, mysterious, and complex than what is spawned within the highways, byways of our higher education institutions, especially in the last 10 to 15 years, if not longer. More movies like Whiplash, fewer reruns of Friends, more math tutoring, fewer sleepovers, more weekend science competitions, fewer Saturday morning cartoons, more books, less TV, more creating than less chilling, more extracurriculars, less hanging out at the mall. I'm really curious to get what your thoughts are on this so far. So far, I'm really kind of recoiling from this in horror. I'm somebody who did not get any tutoring in math. As a matter of fact, I was really residing in my right brain more than anything. I still feel like I need to take my socks off to do basic arithmetic. And I definitely did a lot of chilling. It matters who you're chilling with. There's no context here. I mean, I've hung around at the mall, when there was such a thing as American malls back in the day. And I would actually ascribe a lot of my intellectual curiosity with, doing a lot of these so-called mundane things or things that don't have a direct, influence on your impact on, being an engineer or being more adept academically. This is a very bizarre take so far. Most normal Americans, it's a long post, so there's paragraphs more. Most normal American parents look skeptically at those kinds of parents, quote unquote. More normal American kids view such, quote unquote, those kinds of kids with scorn. I don't know if that's true. If you grow up aspiring to normalcy is what you will achieve. Now, close your eyes and visualize which families you knew in the 90s, or even now, who raised their kids according to one model versus the other. Be brutally honest. I visualize plenty of families in the 90s. I mean, that was my era, the 80s and 90s. I mean, born in the 70s, rocked in the 80s, went crazy in the 90s. I really did a lot of experimenting. I really did a lot of, as the great Walt Whitman would say, loafing. A lot of loafing. It was good for you. As a matter of fact, I've recommended many times to my students, go stare at clouds. It's good for your soul. I don't know. This is so far. I think Vivek he's always kind of had the right intention in his heart, but right now this is not coming out too great. Normalcy doesn't cut it in a hyper-competitive global market for technical talent. And if we pretend like it does, we'll have our asses handed to us by China. This can be our Sputnik moment. We've awakened from slumber before, and we can do it again. Trump's election hopefully marks the beginning of a new golden era in America, but only if our culture fully wakes up. A culture that once again prioritizes achievement over normalcy, excellence over mediocrity, nerdiness over conformity, hard work over laziness. Now, I mean, I'm all on board with hard work. I'm all on board on excellence over mediocrity. I just think it's coming across. He's not conveying it with the right type of substance here. That's the work we have cut out for us. Rather than wallowing in victimhood, just wishing or legislating, he puts in parentheticals, alternating hiring practices into existence, I'm confident we can do it. And there's even some responses from a couple of responses that I think are pretty getting, at least going viral. I'm going to share those with you right now. But I mean, right off the bat, what do you think of what Vivek just said? There's a lot of talk about what he's saying, or at least a lot of interpretation where he's saying that, we need more foreign-born immigrants to fulfill those positions because the culture of America is not on par with the sort of Chinese torture, parent torture, math tutor, homework above all else, studies above all else mentality. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I believe that Vivek has good intentions. I think his heart's in the right place. He has put his name on the line, his brand on the line, his ethos, his credibility. Did it come out the wrong way? Absolutely. Maybe it came out the wrong way, but I don't think he's implying that American workers or people who are raised and born in America don't have what it takes to be, giants in the tech field. I don't think that is what he was implying. I think that he's implying that hard work always wins. We need to be, more focused on anti-DEI woke policies, which I agree. I think DEI and woke policies are the exact antithesis to hard work and merit. I don't think it came out right. But check out some of these responses to Vivek, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this. So you have Matt Gaetz posting this on X saying, we welcome the tech bros when they came running our way to avoid the third grade teacher picking their kids' gender and the obvious Biden-Harris economic decline. We did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. She says there's nothing wrong with American workers or American culture. All you have to do is look at the border and see how many want what we have. We should be investing and prioritizing in Americans, not foreign workers. I don't think that that's what Vivek, I get the interpretation, but I think it's a very lame shortcut to thinking type of interpretation. I really genuinely believe Vivek's heart is in the right place. I'd love to get your thoughts. Am I wrong? Is Vivek really trying to say that you can't find them here in America? Is Nikki Haley's interpretation or Matt Gaetz's interpretation correct? I can't wait to read your comments. Well, Vivek wasn't the only Doge brother who faced the wrath. It looks like there was a feud that bloomed because Laura Loomer went after Elon Musk for his statements as well, talking about immigration and essentially what this kind of revolved around, Elon Musk's influence on President-elect Trump. There's a lot of people who actually feel Laura Loomer was incited by Trump. Given, and the scary thing is it means the Democrats are winning, the hypocrites are winning, because that's exactly what they tried to do. They tried to drive a wedge by initiating that, coordinated campaign of calling Musk President Musk. I mean, they just won't stop at anything to divide this country. But Laura Loomer's criticism is openly criticizing Musk for what she perceives as opposition to MAGA's immigration policy. She's accused Musk of being, quote unquote, compromised by foreign interests, particularly focusing on his stance on high-skilled immigration, which she believes contradicts Trump's America First agenda. Again, I'm all about America First. Loomer has been vocal on social media, alleging that Musk and other tech billionaires are trying to infiltrate the White House and influence immigration policy to favor their business interests over American workers. Musk's response was largely downplaying it, referring to her as a troll. I showed you that earlier up here, where he says, Loomer is a troll. Loomer is trolling for attention, ignore. And then she responds, telling the truth isn't trolling. Read the room, Elon Musk. This is kind of a harsh, I don't know how I feel about Laura Loomer, I'll be honest with you. A lot of what I get from her just reeks of desperation. And really clingingness kind of, it's kind of like having a friend or maybe an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. It just gets so clingy and gets really super. This to me, it's a lot of this feels like she's lashing out like a jealous ex. She doesn't like the fact that Musk is getting so much favoritism by Trump and the new administration. It just has that vibe. I could be wrong. But her attacking Elon Musk. This is the guy who paid $44 billion so we could have a digital town square that is absolutely devoid of censorship. The only platform, by the way, follow me on X. I'm telling you, you've heard me say it many, many times. It's the last bastion of free speech in the online ecosystem, period. There is no other platform that has that kind of freedom of expression, which is highlighted by our glorious Constitution. And so, I mean, and this guy's dedicated so much time and influence to getting Trump in office. I don't buy a lot of this stuff. She says, you bought your way into MAGA 5 minutes ago after Trump almost had his head blown off in Butler. Remember when you voted for Biden and propped up Governor Ron DeSantis and you said Trump was too old? We all know you only donated your money so you could influence immigration policy and protect your buddy Xi Jinping. It just reeks of, I don't know. I don't know. The elephant in the room, she posts later, is that Elon Musk, who is not MAGA, never has been, is a total effing drag on the Trump transition. He's a stage 5 clinger who overstayed his welcome at Mar-a-Lago in an effort to become Trump's side piece and be the point man for all of his accomplices in big tech to slither into Mar-a-Lago. I have a lot of respect for Elon Musk, and I can't wait to get your comments on this. It just feels like Laura Loomer is a vast reach. But more important than that, I'll come to that in just a second. Here are the policy disagreements. The core of the dispute lies in differing views on immigration. So Musk supports bringing in highly skilled workers from abroad, viewing it as necessary for innovation and economic growth, particularly in the tech sectors like AI, where talent is scarce. Conversely, Loomer and some MAGA supporters advocate for stricter immigration controls, emphasizing the protection of American jobs and cultural integrity. Yeah, but if we don't, always America first. But if there is a vacancy and an opening, if we don't grab the talent that supports America and works for America, other countries will. And in the innovative AI space, which is slowly but surely taking over, it is the groundbreaking technology that is swallowing up every other innovation right now, literally and figuratively. If the talent is actually scarce, wouldn't it be prudent to recruit them for America and not let China get them, or Russia, or North Korea, or other countries that we have a adversary relationship? Iran maybe comes to mind. I don't know. The clash was particularly highlighted with the appointment of Sriram Krishnan, an Indian American entrepreneur, to a senior policy advisor role in Trump's administration, which Loomer has vehemently opposed. The feud encapsulates a broader debate about the direction of policy under Trump's upcoming administration, with Musk representing a more globalist, innovation-driven perspective, with Loomer and some MAGA supporters push for some more nationalist approach to immigration. I mean, I have called Elon Musk the Leonardo da Vinci of our time. I think his innovation, his craftsmanship, his ingenuity, and we're so lucky that he doesn't have the mentality of a Mark Cuban. We're lucky to have a guy like this who actually believes in practical common sense ideas. And he's devoted a lot of time and money and resources to helping Trump win. So I don't know. I have nothing but love for Elon Musk. I just want to finally say this. This kind of division, this kind of infighting is exactly what the Hippocrats want, aka the Democrats. This is what they were hoping for when they were all parroting and echoing in their echo chamber, President Musk. Well, it looks like President Musk. It's President. Now you have Joyless Reed saying, no. It's not only Musk, but it's Putin who's in charge. Now it's Putin who's in charge. I mean, they're just absolute brain dead lunkheads. But this is exactly when you don't have any substance, no character, no track record, no experience, no examples or accomplishments of achievements, you resort to this, driving wedges, creating infighting, creating dissension amongst the ranks. We don't need this. We got a country to rebuild. This kind of drama and infighting is so bad for us. Not only does it look bad, but it's counterproductive. It doesn't do anything for us. We all need to be on the same page. We all need to move forward. I would much rather have the power and influence of Elon and Vivek fighting for us, America, than the other side any day of the week. So that's really the crux of this. We've got bigger problems here. This kind of drama is just, to me, not needed. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. If you haven't seen these videos, tap my face right there to subscribe. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.